All right. Let me hit that button right there. Because last week was last week, okay? And yeah, it didn't go the way we wanted to go. It is what it is, you know? We'll on to the next one. That's pretty much what I can think at this point, is we'll on to the next one. Last week going into the game, I said, maybe I should turn up the difficulty, make the games harder. You know, I don't want to win by so many points. I don't want to blow people out, and then we lose. And we actually got blown out of that game. We came back in the end. We got blown out by the 1-3 Colts, and it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's like, I wouldn't even say I was cocky in that game. I was just like, you know, I just went into that game thinking like, okay, we're going to win. And it became a trap game, and I could not recover in that game at all. Alright, so last week, Pointer was a huge problem for us. By the way, shout out to the fact, let's look at the injury report, because people get hurt every single week. Gibbs is out for 4 weeks, but other than that, everybody else is back in. Their guy Dunbar can technically come back in, or they might just sit him for this game, but he is technically ready to play apparently. So they still got Ritter at quarterback even 4 years in the future. I know in real life they're actually boys, you got to make your tackles in this type of game. Starting off really bad with tackling there, but in real life they're actually thinking about moving on from Ritter because they currently have not Sam Howell, Taylor Heineke in. So it's an interesting situation, to be honest. Like, in real life, they're kind of like, you know what? You haven't panned out, and we're kind of done. And I just realized, okay, so he was a third-round pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. So what was that? No, not this year's draft, but last year's draft. He was a third-round pick. You know, that's actually not that crazy then. Because wasn't, like, Will Levis, like, a third-round... Not Will Levis, my bad. Malik Willis. Malik Willis, I believe, was like a third-round pick for the Titans, and they moved on from him after, what, 1 year pretty much, and then they drafted a new quarterback in Will Levis. So I don't really think that's too insanely crazy, you know, for them to kind of try to move on from Ritter. But the problem is they didn't draft anybody new, so it's not like they have a new guy to come in and you take over for him. So I guess it's just like rely on Taylor Heineke and hopefully something works. I don't know. I think Atlanta's going to fire their coach anyway, so I think they're going to fire a coach, get a new coach, they're going to draft a new quarterback, and things are probably going to get worked out eventually. That moving on from Matt Ryan is the hardest part, right? You move on from a quarterback who was with you for so long and so successful for you for so long. Bro, there was no way he caught that in bounds, though, right? There's no way he caught that in bounds. First off, we should have had him on a sack here. That was bullcrap. No way. Hang on. Okay, technically he doesn't make the catch until right here, which he is. Is he in bounds? I mean, if you want to be like, he's in bounds. He's definitely in bounds. He's in bounds. Okay. It was questionable. It was almost questionable, okay? It was almost questionable. Kind of where the Steelers are right now with moving on from Big Ben and with Kenny Pickett. All right, defense, man. We can't have what happened last week happen this week. I really cannot be in this mentality every week of, you know, our defense is just not going to get the job done. Hopefully our offense does. Why did I forget how mobile Desmond Ritter was? Like, going into this game, I was game planning before going into this game, like, thinking, okay, what we're going to do. And he wasn't the guy I thought was going to be the problem in this game. I thought Bijan Robinson would be a problem because, you know, he's Bijan Robinson. But I thought, you know, other than that, I really wouldn't have too much of a problem with Desmond Ritter because he's not really that great of a thrower. I completely forgot this guy can run the ball efficiently. Like, crazy efficiently. And throw touchdowns against us, the Kyle Pitts. And he just did the touchdown celebration. He did the Rob Gronkowski touchdown celebration that he did versus the Pittsburgh Steelers like 4 years ago. I didn't even know that celebration was in Madden. The like that one. So the fact that not only is that in Madden, but it's also any tight end can get it. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, interesting. Come on. I love T. So trying to get him more utilized. I'm trying to get all these receivers not named Jamar Chase more utilized because Chase ends up with big games, but no one else does. And then it's like, you know, this is a product of having a lot of great receivers. You know, sometimes not everyone's going to get the football, but I just want to get more people utilized, right? Because the more you get utilized, the more their confidence and morale goes up, and the better they play in these games. So it's like a combination of everything, right? But, you know, 7-Eleven is always open. So it's another little circumstance here that number one, 7-Eleven as we call him, he's always open. Always open. All right. Let's go ahead and play action this. Should have threw the RB, but I had no time anyway. I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to get off this play action. I don't want this play action in here. There we go. Tutty. Let's go, Knight. Let's go, Knight. All right, that worked out in the end. All right, so we're going to quarterback spy Desmond Ridder, and today we're putting pressure on him. We're going to put pressure on him because I think the best way he's going to beat us here is just by sitting in the pocket and dotting us up, or giving the ball to Bijan Robinson, who probably is one of the best generational talents in the NFL today. That could also be a dilemma / problem we face, is he's pretty dang good. All right, just quarterback spy him there. I'm just going to quarterback spy him every single play. Good play, good coverage. DJ Turner, okay. Again, like I said, we have the speed to go one-on-one with pretty much any crew in the NFL. And for the most part, Pointer has been pretty good, a young guy. But for some reason last week, he was just absolutely garbage. This week, he's been playing pretty good, but oh, I don't know if I want to run man coverage now. Because it's kind of like when I played Tyreek Hill and I didn't want to run man coverage versus Tyreek Hill. Bijan Robinson matched up with any type of linebacker is a mismatch. I mean, unless he's blocking, then maybe you could make the argument. But if he's not blocking, it's not good. All right, their offensive lineman got hurt. It was a weird thing. Like, he just walked to the sideline and smashed his helmet, and that was it. So I'm going to guess he's hurt then. Bro, somebody, please just tackle this man. Feels like he broke 12 tackles on one play right there, and he didn't, but he felt like he did. All right, Hutchinson, your job this whole game is to watch Desmond Ridder. That's your job. And I am still scared whenever freaking Bijan even attempts to get the football. Because I don't know why, but, you know, this is why I tried to trade for him. If you remember, earlier this season, right, I tried to trade for Bijan. I tried to give up everything for Bijan. They would not give me Bijan Robinson. So I end up having to settle there for, of course, freaking, what's his name, Gibbs. And now Gibbs has injuries every single other week. I wanted a, you know, I wanted a, you know, generational running back to pair with Joe Mixon. And I chose an option, but the option apparently breaks every single seven games, I think. Well, 2 games, I guess. Because I run him too much and then he gets hurt. And I'm like, what is happening, man? Joe Mixon plays, like, had like 1,000 snaps the last couple years. And he's gotten hurt like 2 or 3 times, maybe. Like, what is going on here with this generation, man? The generational running back class is like Bijan or bust. All right. What I mean by that, if you guys do not know, Saquon Barkley. Yeah, Saquon Barkley. He wasn't that same class, but he's like the running back, like top tiers, whereas like top 10 pick, right? Guy cannot stay healthy to save his life. So, yeah, that's what I meant by that. But still, like, I just... First down and 10 here, man. That's a tutty. That's a tutty. TB, still on the big screen. 4 years later, and we're still making plays with TB. All right, defense, if you want to just get Desmond Ridder off the field, I would highly appreciate it. Because I do not want to play a 17 million year game with Desmond Ridder. Oh my gosh, okay. Game of the year, guys? Did anybody say they wanted to play a game of the year with Desmond Ridder today? I don't think it was me who said that, because I would be lying if I said I wanted to play a game of the year today. After last week's debacle, I just wanted to go into this game and, you know, have a fun game and play good football. And maybe dominate. Maybe I could say, hey, listen, we are that good. Instead, Bijan Robinson is making us look like a bunch of freaking 10-year-olds out here playing football. Alright, man. Quarterback spy him. I just don't want Ridder to beat us to the run again. Dude, they're hitting us with so many play actions. And I know eventually they're going to hit us with a run. Like, they've hit us with so many play actions in a row. They're eventually just going to hit us with a run, and it's just going to be the most annoying thing ever. Because so far, every run they've done has been successful. Every time they've ran the ball with Desmond Ridder or Bijan Robinson, it's been successful. So that's what scares the living crap out of me. It's like, I know eventually they're going to give us a run with Bijan, and it's going to work. This might be a run right here. This could potentially be a run. That would be a good call right there. Okay. See, Pointer playing better this week than last week. Why are you going for it? Just because you know you can destroy my defense does not give you the right to go for it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I am so surprised they did not just give the ball to Bijan Robinson. They are choking today when it comes to their play calls. I mean, you give the ball to Bijan Robinson on any of those plays on that drive, and they'd probably score a tutty. So they're like being very conservative with not giving the ball to Bijan, which I don't really understand. But you know what? I'll take it. I also don't understand why I just... That's a little bit of PI. Like, you got to call something there. I mean, the guy's running a slant route, and he got completely thrown off his route from the linebacker there. But, whatever. I love Jamar Chase. And look at Jesse Bates. Hey, Jesse, you're still on this team, man. I should be trading for you, shouldn't I be? I don't know. It's 4 years ago at this point. Jamar Chase is still beating you in this play. Let's get it. All right, no points before half here, boys, okay? We can go up 21-14. We get ball at the half. Just play smart football. So all I ask right now is just play smart football. Okay. We're going to go up 21-17.5. All I'm asking here, boys, is just play smart football. So all I'm asking. We'll go up by 4 points at halftime. Come here. I was so close. I was so close to sacking him. I was so freaking close to sacking him right there. All right. Okay, come on, boys. We got to get pressure on this guy right now. Can't let him sit back there and dot us up. And Logan Wilson. No, that's Aiden Hudson. Aiden Hudson misses a tackle, but luckily it ends up being like a negative 4 yards on that play. All right, defense. Get him off the field here, and we allowed 0 points before halftime here. And we're up by 7 going into half. Okay. They're going to attempt a field goal here. All right, this is a long field goal attempt. It's a 58-yard field goal attempt. We're going to try to ice them. I don't think we can ice them, but we're going to try to ice them. What are they going to do? Are they going to go for it? They're going for the field goal. 58 yards. Come on. Try to confuse them. Little spinny spin. Yeah, they do have Young Wei Q. Man, that guy is really, really good. He's like Mr. Automatic within like 55 yards or 58 yards. Like, that guy is so freaking good. He is probably one of the best players they have in real life on that roster outside of Bijan Robinson and Drake London. And Kyle Pitts is definitely their kicker. Like, their kicker is freaking amazing. I would say he's like Justin Tucker, Money Mac field goal amazing wise, but he's up there. He's definitely up there. All right, let's get this run game popping in the second half, boys. This point, I want our defense to sit on the sideline and rest so that they can come up with a crazy great play. And we're already up by 4 points. Hopefully, by the end of this drive, up by a tutty. Whew. I just want that defense on the sideline, okay? That's all I gotta say. I just want my defense on the sideline right now. Alright, hike the ball. Underneath. Let's go, TB. Okay, close for a first down. Alright. 3rd down and 1 here. Simplistic play. First down. Let's go. Alright, come on. Come on, offense. I just literally, if I can just run this ball out the rest of this game and get this W and sneak through this team, I don't even care anymore. The amount of times we have won in this franchise by, like, literally won the game by, like, less than 7 points is ridiculous. But it works, you know? It works, and that's all that matters. All right, I'm looking for Jamar Chase on this route. Wide open. I'm about to say, all I'm looking for there is just 7-11 on a simple little crossing drag route there. Get open. Make a play. Let's go right back to Joe Mixon. See, this is what I'm talking about Gibbs. Like, I love Gibbs, but at the same time, it's like, if I can't run Gibbs this amount of times in a game, what am I supposed to do, man? You know? Because, like, that's part of our offense. Our offense is, sometimes our defense sucks, right? Sometimes our offense is good, and our defense is good, and we destroy teams. And we put up 70 on them, and they're named the Chicago Bears. But then sometimes our offense is good and our defense is dog water. And that's when, you know, games like this happens where we have to run the ball because our defense is dog water. But at this point, our defense has been so rested from the first half to now that they should be fine. I say should be in the hope context of life. All right. They almost got me in the backfield there. Luckily, Joe Mixon is very nifty. Alright, I'm going to hit him with a throw here. Right underneath here, 2nd and 6. Wide open. Wide open. Tutty! That was probably the greatest drive of this game. We just ran off the whole 3rd quarter and got a tutty out of that drive. Alright, that's GG, boys. Alright, defense. All we need now is for you not to mess up here. Okay? We just need you to play good football and get a turnover. You know, let's get a turnover and just end this game off. Let's not do that. Let's not do what we just did there, okay? Like, if you're going to let them score, defense, just destroy the drive. I mean, at least run the clock a little bit. Make them earn it. You know, don't just give them it. Make them earn the tutty. And Trey Hendrickson gets hurt. And Trey Hendrickson got hurt. Not only does that play happen and the clock stops, Trey Hendrickson gets hurt too. Please. Thank you, Pointer. After last week being so bad, Pointer, man, you redeemed yourself in every way possible, Pointer. Even though last week we lost because you gave up 2 tutties, Pointer, I'm going to say right now, you redeemed yourself in every way for that interception. I can't even stress that enough. You redeemed yourself, and Joe Mixon, you also are our starting running back forever. I don't care. If you're 38 years old, Joe Mixon, I'm going to still say you are the best running back possible, and you are still you're still the starting running back on this roster. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? Not trying to get all mushy. All right, let's go. We're going right back to the run game for obvious reasons. Ooh. Trying to put a little move there. No. I was thinking about, like, do I play a little ballsy, throw the ball, try to see what I can get out of it? Nah, man. No reason. I mean, okay, well, Joe Mixon apparently says there is a reason to put up more points and score because he is ticked off. Joe Mixon is ticked off that we went and got Gibbs. If you ever want to see a guy who is ticked off the reason why we got another guy, look at Joe Mixon here, man. He's like, nah, bro. You guys went out there and got Gibbs, knowing I was the starting running back after a Super Bowl MVP award. Listen, Joe, I am sorry, okay, man. I thought we needed a 1-2 punch, but apparently you are all we need. Apparently all we need is Joe Mixon back there, even though he's like 32 at this point. Doesn't matter though. 32-year-old running back still gets the job done. Alright, first down 10, boys. First down 10. Let's get it. Defense at this point, just don't allow them to score quick. You allow them to score, just don't allow them to score quick, and we'll be fine. We can run off this clock. They have 3 timeouts, but they're going to probably start using them because that's how Madden works. For some reason, like the CPU starts using timeouts. And they probably shouldn't in certain situations, but they do it because they don't want like the clock to run. It's so weird, okay? Now, we are up by more than 2 touchdowns, so I guess, I don't know. We'll see what they do here. Ooh, and they got out of bounds. And they got out of bounds. That's like the worst combination there. He's about to hit 300 yards on our defense today. Freaking. It has been a day, okay? It has been a day. Okay. Good thing is the clock is rolling, man. And this is what I'm talking about. If you're going to give up a score, give up something, make them earn it / run this clock down. And with 43 seconds left, even a touchdown at this point, I mean, touchdown 2, onside kick, they got 3 timeouts. It's not impossible for them to win this, but it's definitely, you know, make them run some more time off. That's what I will say, okay? Make them run more time off, and they are holding on to those 3 timeouts. Okay, usually Madden doesn't do that. Usually Madden will try to, you know, call those timeouts, but they're not right now. They're holding on to those timeouts, which is kind of crazy. 17 seconds left, and this is ball game pretty much. They don't get this as this game. If they do get this and they get a tutty, they get an onside kick attempt, but that's pretty much it. They're going to have to call a timeout there. Yeah, I was just about to say. So now it's onside kick or bust. It was a chance at, you know, like a 3-and-out on us, but... And that's a huge sack right there. That's an absolutely massive sack. Pause on that. 2nd and goal here, boys. And he checks out of the backfield. Bijan. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, man. Again, the situation. They should have took every shot they had at the end zone. They should have took every shot they had at throwing a touchdown. And they finally get it with 1 second to go in the game. And there's not really anything they can do. They're going to go onside kick here. But by the time they even recovered it, they would have no time left. And I also just realized they're still down by 11. Okay, apparently I can't do math. I didn't realize that how much they were down by. Okay, so those is kicking it off because there's no reason. Okay. I couldn't do math apparently. We were up by 18 points. So, yeah, it really did not matter. I just want to get Chuck Sizzle some return yards. We don't really do kickoffs too much on this channel, so I want to do a kickoff little thing there. Alright, let's look at it. 336 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Wow. 250 yards, 4 tutties for Joe Burrow, 1 tutty and 133 yards on the ground for Joe Mixon. Josh Oliver, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, N.T. had a catch. Nice. And then Aiden Hudson got a sack. Pointer got an interception. Not a bad day. Another win. Peace out, guys.